and I'm a producer-engineer, and we've done a bunch of plugins for Waves, which I'm very proud of. As I sort of moved up through the industry, I became very aware of what a tape machine was all about. We had one of these machines at Olympic Studios in London, and it was a fabulous sounding machine, and all the basic tracks for Hendrix, Stones, even the Beatles, who were a client, recorded on this machine. Had a really punchy sound, and it was my workhorse. A few years back, my dear friends at Waves approached me and said, would you like to do some plugins based on some of the classic sounds you created at Olympic Studios in the 60s? And I said, absolutely, it would be fantastic. This is something not for the faint of heart. You gotta have guts and determination to dig into why, how does a tape machine work? I mean, there are just so many variables. You have the tubes in the tape machine, all the transformers, the transport, the head with all its windings in it. You have how does the tape react to the tape machine. You've got bias, you've got under bias, over bias. You have tape speed, 7.5, 15. There's 1,000, maybe 1,000,000 variables. Don't ask me how they did it, but they did an incredible job. And I'm absolutely thrilled to death to find that in the final analysis, these guys have nailed it. I mean, it is so cool and so great sounding. It put a big smile on my face when we first started beta testing it, and I realized that they were on it. I've been monitoring it all the time, making sure that we're in the right direction, and I'm overjoyed at the result. I think fans of recorded music, engineers, producers, kids with guitars who are just starting out, who want to just dive in and figure out, well, I can't afford to buy a tape machine, but I can get this MPX, this little plug-in, and it sure makes a huge difference to your sound that was recorded digitally. What I think is very interesting, and particularly in the way a lot of people record today, is they record in the box with a digital sample. It is the best thing since sliced bread for taking a digitally created sound and giving it some chance of warmth. And we were talking about warmth. That's what it does. It warms up your sound, takes some of that harshness, that digital harshness off, and it allows it to sound like something human. It's such a ubiquitous device. You could put it on anything. You can use it subtly. I'm listening to the track and I'm going, that vocal's got a little bit of a screech in the upper mids, as opposed to me putting in an EQ or filter. Put the MPX in and it just does this beautiful job of softening the edges and making it sound that much more present and that's more pleasant to the ear. If you've got a clean DI bass and you want to make it sound really hairy, bang the level through this thing, it sounds fantastic. You can make all kinds of crunch out of this. And the guys who are doing hip-hop and dance and rap, they love this stuff. I mean, and us, meaning the guys who do all the heavy-duty rock and roll stuff, we love it too because it just helps us in our everyday chores.
For mixing, mastering, and more, bring the richness and warmth of real tape saturation to your DAW with the Kramer Master Tape.